Alright everyone, I'm back today with another video. This, again, an update on my main account. Didn't really accomplish much of anything during the week. It was mostly just farming medals in PvP and spending energy on Fire Knight and then Dragon for the Fire Knight tournament and then Dragon when it wasn't. So I didn't make any progress in that sense. Obviously, after the re-gearing I did last weekend, I've been able to 2-key Nightmare every day. If I get a little bad luck, it's just under 2-key and I have to throw another key at it. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I'm able to get done with no real worries on Nightmare. One thing before I want to get too far into the video is I did make some mistakes in math in my video that was posted yesterday. I want to talk about that real quick. So what I did, which was a very, very bad mistake, was I said, okay, when we look here and it's like we had before just a count of how many legendaries that I would have wanted and then a count for the 10 times. And that's not how you want to do it. Obviously, the number of options for legendaries changes. So the ratio of champions that you want changes. So the denominator. Again, this is not really a math video. If you want to talk to me about it, join me on Discord, comment below. We'll be able to talk about it then. But I did want to say that with the numbers from yesterday, I have about a 26% chance of opening a legendary so not a 26% chance of opening a legendary. If I open a legendary during a 2 times, there's a 26% chance that it's a champion that I actively wanted. So 1 in 4. For this particular 2 times, since there's 2 champions that I'm happy with legendary-wise, if I open a legendary, there's a 37% chance. So it's about 50% better. However, I get twice as many legendaries by opening in a 2 times, on average, of course. So then the question becomes, are the champions that are in the 2 times better enough than the average legendary that I could open for my account and where I am in progression to make it worthwhile to open in the 10 times? And I think the answer is yes. The 2 places that I need to make the most progress are Spider and Clan Boss. And in Clan Boss, it's specifically my attack down champion. So Altan is a tremendous upgrade over the champion that I'm currently using, Coffin Smasher. And for Spider, I'm trying to make HP burn work on Spider 19, but it's hard because of affinity. So Ignatius would immediately make it so that I can farm Spider 20 very easily. So since those 2 champions are stronger enough than the average legendary that I could get, I do think that even though I'm only, again, 50% or so better to get something I want, the quality that I can get is very much stronger during this 10 times. So if it were a different 10 times and not for champions in those areas, I would not be opening shards this weekend. So I did want to just preface it with that. Just like most of the other videos on my channel, I am focused on efficiency a lot and using my resources wisely, which does mean that I will be opening shards, but if I get an Altan, I am stopping. I will not be continuing on opening more shards past that. So, again, the champions I'm looking for the most are both Altan and Ignatius from the 10 times for Sacred Shards. Also, Sepulcher would be a very big upgrade as well if I don't get an Altan. So that's another reason that I'm okay opening on this 10 times, because that's one of the only epics that I actively want. So just wanted to keep that in mind. So I'm willing to buy with gems to get up to open 80 Ancient Shards. So that means that I would use the gem deal 6 times. So I have no idea how long this is going to end up going, because again, I will stop as soon as I get an Altan, but if I don't get an Altan, we'll have to assess from there. So if I open the Sacred Shards, don't get an Altan, but do get a Sepulcher, I may stop. It'll depend how I'm feeling, if it's been exciting or not. So just wanted to let you guys know ahead of time. So now that I've, ranted and raved for long enough. Let's jump into this and open a couple of shards. And by a couple, I mean a lot, obviously. So we started with good news. So we have a Duchess. I really don't understand the absurdity of the luck that I have in this game. Like, I think that I tend to be a fairly reserved person when it comes to opening shards. So Duchess is absurd. I don't even have words. I don't even know immediately if I would be using Duchess. Presumably I use her over Gorgorab, maybe? I mean, she'll definitely be in my Faction War team. She'll definitely be in my Tag Team Arena team. But this is just hilariously crazy good luck. So we're going to keep going, obviously. This doesn't change the fact that there's other champions that I need. We are going for Altan. Altan is the goal here, but that was hilarious.
Have you made people more jealous again?
Yes, I have. Lich brings us right back down, like, not right back down. It does bring us a little bit down in RNG here. Not a champion I really need. That's okay. Again, Snorting Thug. Don't even really know what this guy does. Let's take a look. Steal buffs, ignores defense. Honestly, this is perfectly reasonable for Magic Keep if you need it. I don't know that he's useful in anything else. That's just what his kit seems like. So leveling him up to 40, he'd probably survive in there. So that seems reasonable. But definitely not the same as Duchess, obviously. Why wouldn't I open a third Royal Guard? Again, this is right back to I am still struggling with words about how lucky I am with the Duchess. For anyone that knows me and has seen my content before, I feel like I'm better at talking than I am right now, but this is absolutely insane. Miscreated Monster, that's going to help my Night Revenant team. This will be Miscreated Monster number 3. Quite nice. I love Miscreated Monster. So the third Miscreated Monster, the third Royal Guard, just A+. Grizzled Jarl. Not surprising that this is a champion that gets open. I don't have him yet, I don't believe. The fact that this is an attack instead of just placing it is very good, and I'll be using him in Faction Wars because my Dwarf Faction Wars is awful. But this is nice. I'm definitely happy about a Grizzled Jarl. Let's see, what do we have? Corpse Collector. Places Leech. Heal Reduction, decrease accuracy. Poison and Veil in itself. So it's nothing special there. All right, let's hope for some more gold. I know that I'm being greedy with that. Zargala is great. Something that was just commented in chat, all of my legendaries are good to extremely broken. That is very true. My worst legendary is probably Lugan the Steadfast, and I wouldn't even be bothered opening another one because my Bannerlord team is not good for Faction Wars. The bad Turvold wannabe. Another Lich. We can make an undead faction team out of Lich, maybe. Bloodfeather. Don't think that this is... Yeah, extra chance to crit. Decreased defense on 1. Yeah, so it's a single target. There's not really much worth of having single target damage in this game for most areas. I think that's something that maybe could be looked at some point in terms of like what needs to be done. Flesh Terror. Increase the duration of all enemy. I mean, this is a debuff extender for 4 turns. And a healer. Yeah, so like this actually seems like a fairly reasonable clan boss champion. Not amazing, wouldn't make my team, but Flesh Terror seems reasonable. The fact that I still have to read champions and have the champion pool that I do is actually just absurd. Decrease defense, decrease speed on one enemy. Again, we want the AoE if possible. This actually seems sweet. Block buffs is very, very strong. I don't know what kind of multiplier is on here, but block buffs is a very strong ability. Relic Keeper. I'm going to need to fuse him soon, so why wouldn't I get another one? This is fine. Again, I've opened a Duchess. This is already like far and above. We have more gold, because why wouldn't we? Robar. I think Robar is not the worst champion. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, chance to stun. Takes an extra turn if he does stun. AoE decrease defense, 100%. Very good. This is just a very strong ability. It goes down to 3 turns. I'm going to assume since he's a legendary, it's got a pretty good multiplier on it. So this is definitely a good champion. He's going to be amazing for my Orc faction horse. I guess I already have Zargala, so it doesn't fill a role that I needed. But tons of nuking, and that's really good. Sleep stun free, so this probably has a decent multiplier as well, and even bigger under that. So this is just a nuker. So he seems like a very reasonable legendary champion. I just want to point out, I opened 15 Sacred Shards. The expected value in terms of how many legendaries you should get in the long run is less than 1. We got 2. That means, again, my luck is absurdly high. Did not get an attack down, so we're going to go buy some Ancient Shards from the store to get up to 80. Don't want a power-up pack. Thank you, though, Plarium. I would have liked to do some more stuff, but actually we want to look at the tournament just to be safe. So one thing, again, although I am looking for attack down champions, I want to try to somewhat reasonably use my resources, so we're going to see how close we are to the top reward on the Champion Chase tournament. We're almost up here. I think I still am going to open the amount of Ancients that I said, because I really, really would want to get Sepulcher, because I think that would make quite a big difference. So even though I'm going above, I think that's still okay. Because remember, the calculations I did said that opening shards now is better than waiting for a 2 times if I need shards. Or if I need the champion that's in the 2 times, 10 times. My brain is like mush right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If my viewer J-Boom were around right now, he would just assume that I bought that for the silver. Okay. All right. So we're gonna hope for something good here. Here's the thing. Again, I am very, very above what's expected at the moment. So if I get absolutely nothing out of these shards, it is still a successful night. I think that's very important for everyone to keep in mind. So let's spin this wheel and hope for some more gold. That's me being greedy, but you know, we're hoping, right? This is not good. We've disconnected possibly. So anyone that's watching it live right now, hopefully it comes back up shortly. I'm going to leave this until people can see it. I think it should be back up for people. Karam, not I don't think he's particularly great. He does play some poison, not a very high chance. Not a great champion. Hopefully, this is one of the champions that'll be improved. But again, there's so many champions that they could be buffing and such that honestly, even though I have Duchess, even though I have Sifi, even though I have Saris, I hope all three of them get nerfs in the update. So I just want to throw that out there now. All right, let's see what we got. We got a Vrask. I have a lot of those now. I think I have 3 or 4. And another Grizzled Jarl. That's fine. This is okay. Obviously, again, our goal was to get Sepulcher or Altan. If that doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. Allure is very strong. It's the reason that I'm able to do Fire Knight. To be fair, I want to complain about triple Grizzled Jarl. I'm not going to. But it is funny, 3 of those no Sepulchers. But you can't really complain about my luck in that sense, considering just how lucky I've been tonight already. Like I said, this is definitely a very good night for me. Make no mistake about that. I think, is that the 3rd Flesh Terror of the night? I'm not sure. Maybe I'm thinking about someone else that opened that I was talking to. I don't remember. I think we are very close to running out of shards. Yeah, this is... Okay. So opening 12 is going to put me exactly at 200. So I know I said I was going to only do 80. I am going to do the 12. I'm saying this now. I'm going to go ahead and do the 12 regardless of what I open. So I'm going to open 1, then I'm going to open 10, and then I'm going to open 1, and then we're done with opening shards. We'll do a quick recap. But this was unexpected to say the least with the number of legendaries that we got tonight. And we got Sepulcher. This is... We did it. This is, yeah. I'm still going to open the last shard. Who knows? It could be anything. It could be a boat. Again, I feel like that kind of sums up tonight. It's like, yes, here, go ahead and have your Sepulcher. And then this is telling me I need to work on my dwarf team. So this was fantastic. Let's look. Notable champions that I opened. Obviously Duchess. If you're not aware, her A1 is hilariously strong. This shield, just very, very good. Increase attack, block debuffs is very, very strong. Perfect Veil is... If you haven't played against Duchess in Arena, I hope you never have to. She's just very, very strong. Very, very good support champion. A good revive, because it's everyone. And she reduces damage from AoE. So she's just very, very good at keeping your team alive. And it then doesn't hurt that she has a 19% speed aura. So, she, again, very, very strong. It cannot put into words how good she is and how happy I am to have her. Good base speed here. Actually, let's look at the index and see, does that increase? Demon Spawn. It does. It goes up to 103. So very, very strong base stats. Incredibly happy to have her. Then again, Robar, if I had opened him earlier on in my account, I would have used him probably everywhere. The decreased defense, it's something you really, really need for all content, really. So he's a great champion. Pretty happy to have him. He might make my tag team arena team. I'm not sure. Definitely is going to make faction wars because he's a great orc for that. And he's just going to do a ton of damage. So that's really exciting. In terms of rares, Sepulcher is going to basically redefine my clan boss team. Possibly her and Sandlashed might be slotting in over Coffin Smasher, and then either Steel Skull and Rosin. Like there's a bunch of stuff that can move around. She's got increased defense, so I don't really need Steel Skull to do that anymore. So maybe I fit another Poisoner in. There's just a lot that can be done. Very, very happy about Sepulcher. Didn't have Grizzled Jarl before now. Now I can make some amount of headway on Dwarves. Sepulcher and triple Miscreated Monster might be able to do a lot as well. Third Royal Guard is, you can do some hilarious things when you have stuff like that. So this was incredible. This, to be fair, this is not what you should expect from opening shards, right? Like, if I had opened a single legendary and it was bad, and a single Sepulcher, I would have called it a successful night. I am incredibly lucky, and you should not take this as a reason to buy a lot of shards and open shards on 10 times if your account is at a point where 2 times are better, which is most accounts. So I don't have any more. This was crazy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out when you do hang out in Twitch chat. I am doing it live, so there's been a couple of comments that I've responded to there. I stream every single day at the daily reset, so that's 7 Central Time. And yeah, if you guys want to come hang out, that would be fantastic. The community that hangs out with me is great. I don't even know how I have it. I'm incredibly lucky that these guys hang out with me. And if you want to join, fantastic. Like I said, it's twitch.tv/cluelesseconomist. And I hope to see you there. Thank you.